JCC Mysterious Occurrence. When I reached the swamp, many other platoon mates were there hacking the atap chi leaves for their overhead covering also. I quickly set to work and soon I had 8 pieces of very big leaves for my roofing. I was pleased with myself. Then I put my parang back into its scabbard and secured the whole thing tightly with 2 black rubber bands. I tried to take out the parang but I could not do so, as the parang was secured very tightly. Then I pulled 4 leaves and started to make my way back into the path I had created earlier on. I planned to make 2 trips for the leaves. Without any effort, I was back at my own site. I threw the leaves on the ground and when I wanted to take my parang to hack away some of the dead parts of the leaves, I found, to my horror, nothing in the scabbard. The rubber bands were undone but the parang was nowhere to be seen. I started to panic. It was a sticky business to lose any equipment in my platoon. Imagine what the instructors would say. How can I continue my work? I started to calm myself down and think of the possible reason for the disappearance of the parang. Thing could not have fallen out as I had remembered very clearly that it was attached very securely. I turned back into the path with my big L torch. I walked very slowly and started to comb the path. This was the only route I had taken. If it had dropped off it must have been in the path. Reached the swamp but my parang was nowhere to be found. I started to perspire profusely. Where has it gone to? Who could have taken it from my scabbard? Part 3, Brunei JCC Mysterious Occurrence. I could not explain as I finished 5 rounds on the path. I sat down on the ground and thought. My buddy Sab was still out. I need a parang to clear the leaves at the moment. If not, I could not carry on with other work. Thus, I decided to go over to the next site and look for my friend, Brandon. I walked briskly over and told him my situation. He was still using his parang and so I walked around and waited. I decided to look around for fruits as I had nothing since breakfast at 5 am that morning. I strolled through the surrounding area. It was getting darker. Soon, I froze. There was a short stout tree standing in front of me. What had made me freeze was the fact that my parang was hanging on one of the branches of the stout tree. I can recognize the parang because of the distinct blue paint on the handle of the parang. I painted it blue because I can identify it as mine should it get lost. Suddenly the wind started to blow in the still jungle. I felt cold and my goosebumps and hair started to stand. What was my parang doing on the branch of the tree as if it was holding it? While facing me. The eerie tree looked as if it had been following me and meant to stumble in front of me. Looked like it had snatched my parang away from me. Looked like it was trying to stop me from destroying its comrades earlier on. Then LTA Ezekiel's advice came back almost immediately. Please treat the jungle with respect. And it will protect you through this course. From that moment onwards, I started to understand these words of advice and vowed to respect all plants in future. I slowly crept up to the tree and retrieved my parang. I even offered a word of apology to the tree out of extreme fear. Do you believe that plants and trees have spirits in them too? Do you believe that we are hurting the plants when we destroy them? And that they do have feelings? Just like all of us.